85 Vauxhall Cross, James Bond's office. Opened in 1994, designed by Terry Farrell, the building has been called variously the Aztec Temple, or Legoland, Ceausescu Towers, or even Babylon on the Thames. And it starred in 1999 in the pre-credit sequence of The World Is Not Enough. Now it starts when Bond brings back a suitcase of money from Spain, and it explodes in the building, blowing a hole out of the wall. On the river is the cigar girl assassin in her boat, played by the gorgeous Maria Grazia Cucinotta, who targets Bond through the hole in the wall with a laser rifle. Of course she misses, and not much longer later, Bond explodes out of the building himself in the Q boat, which Q has designed for himself to go fishing in his retirement. Bond lands in the river, the cigar girl assassin takes off in her boat, and so begins the famous river chase down the Thames, through Docklands to the Dome. The name's Wynne, Christopher Wynne. In 1969, George Lazenby posed here for a famous publicity shot for the movie on Her Majesty's Secret Service. In Die Another Day, James Bond, played by Pierce Brosnan, is given a key which serves this door. Now this door is the secret entrance to Vauxhall Cross underground station, where Q has his secret laboratory. We see Bond coming down the stairs and going through this door. Once through, he goes down some stairs to the laboratory where he's shown the invisible Aston Martin. Now in real life, this is the door to a security booth. And apparently the occupants are getting pretty fed up with James Bond aficionados continually knocking on the door looking for the entrance to the Vauxhall Cross underground station. Look for it on the Piccadilly line. This is the Ornamental Canal in Wapping in London's East End. And here, in the boat sequence at the beginning of The World Is Not Enough, Bond slooshes round this tight right-hand bend in the Q-boat, drenching a couple of traffic wardens who are clamping a car right here. Now this scene always got a good laugh from the audience because one of the clampers was a real-life traffic warden called Ray Brown, who had been the subject of a BBC documentary about wheel clampers and had become the most hated man in Britain. This is Glengall Bridge across the Millwall Dock on the Isle of Dogs in London's Docklands. And in the boat chase at the beginning of The World Is Not Enough, this is where Bond in the Q-boat dives under the water as the bridge is closing after Cigar Girl has passed through. While under the water he adjusts his tie, then resurfaces and continues the chase. The Millennium Dome, largest dome in the world, and this is where the climax of the boat chase occurs. Cigar Girl, realizing she is trapped, ditches her boat and steals a hot air balloon, and as she rises into the sky, Bond leaps out of the Q-boat and hangs onto the guy ropes. Cigar Girl, again realizing there is no more hope, destroys the balloon, and Bond plummets onto the roof of the dome, badly injuring his shoulder. And so ends, at 14 minutes long, the longest pre-credit sequence of any James Bond film. This is the College of Arms in the City of London between St Paul's Cathedral and the river. In the 1969 Bond movie on Her Majesty's Secret Service, Bond, played for the one and only time by the Australian actor George Lazenby, visits here to learn about heraldry. And we see Bond driving into the courtyard in his Aston Martin, parking and climbing the steps to the entrance. Now Sir Hilary Bray, the sable basilisk, is doing some research into Blofeld's claim to the title Comte de Beauchamp, and is due to visit Blofeld in his lair in the Swiss mountains, and Bond is going to take his place. While he's here, Bond learns that his own family's motto is "The world is not enough," which of course becomes a very good title for a Bond movie 30 years later.